Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 5-Meo DMT, 50 mg, The Whispering Shadows, and the Infinite Elevator. I had heard the stories, the tales of 5-Meo DMT, plunging you into realms beyond words, leaving your ego as vapor in the cosmic wind. Curiosity burned hotter than caution, so I prepared meticulously for a 50 mg dose. A level plenty, but not recklessly overwhelming. The room was quiet, dimly lit with a few candles flickering like distant stars. I took the vapor in slowly, holding it just long enough before exhaling. And almost instantly, the world shattered into a kaleidoscope of sensations. The first thing I noticed was the silence. Not the absence of sound, but the profound, enveloping silence of existence beyond noise. My body dissolved like a melting wax figure, the boundaries between flesh and air fading. I was neither here nor there, neither me nor anything else. Then the walls seemed to breathe, expanding and contracting like the chest of a sleeping giant. Shadows on the walls began to twitch and shimmer, forming shapes that looked both familiar and utterly alien. Suddenly, a door appeared where none had been. It was made of obsidian blackness, absorbing light, but pulsing faintly like a heartbeat. The door whispered in a voice that was simultaneously mine and someone else's. If you dare. For this is the elevator of infinity. Before I could hesitate, I found myself drawn toward it, stepping through into a narrow, dimly lit elevator shaft that stretched endlessly upward and downward at once. The elevator itself was a strange contraption. Antique brass panels with glowing runes instead of buttons. A lever made of intertwined roots, and a floor that felt like living moss. I pulled the lever downward, and the cabin lurched into motion. Time lost all meaning. The elevator sped past endless floors, each opening to bizarre scenes. On one level, I saw an enormous library where books floated mid-air, pages flipping themselves, whispering secrets in languages that I felt rather than heard. A librarian with eyes like swirling galaxies waved me closer, handing me a tome that contained the story of my entire existence, past, present, and potential futures. I tried to read, but found the words dancing away, teasing me with glimpses of meaning I couldn't quite grasp. The elevator shuddered again and dropped into a floor that resembled a carnival, frozen in time. Clowns with kaleidoscopic faces offered me cotton candy that tasted like forgotten dreams. And carousel horses galloped silently in slow motion, their eyes reflecting cosmic sunset. A mirror stood in the center, but when I peered into it, I didn't see myself. Instead, a parade of versions of me marched by, some joyous, some terrified, some confused, all wearing hats made of starlight. I felt myself melting into the mirror, becoming one with these echoes, until a shadowy figure appeared at the edge of the carnival. It was tall, cloaked in shifting darkness, with eyes that glowed faintly like embers. "Welcome to the elevator of shadows," it said with a voice like a distant thunderstorm. "Here, you confront what you hide within." It extended a hand, and I was pulled into a room of pure darkness. Inside, the shadows whispered the names of fears I'd never admitted aloud. The fear of being unseen, unheard, forgotten. But Instead of terror, I felt an odd comfort. The shadows weren't hostile. They were ancient parts of me waiting to be acknowledged. As I embraced the darkness, the elevator jolted upward again, this time into a chamber bathed in golden light. Here, everything was translucent. Floors, walls, even the air shimmered with iridescence. I saw beings made of light, moving gracefully in slow celestial dances. One reached out, touching my consciousness, flooding me with sensations of boundless love and unity. I understood, without words, that this was the realm of pure connection, where individual selves merge into cosmic harmony. The elevator began to slow, the floors passing more gently. I realized I was returning, though the return was not a falling back, but a weaving back together. The mossy floor returned beneath my feet. The brass panels gleamed softly. The obsidian door whispered a farewell. Until next time, traveler. Yeah. When the door to my room reappeared, I stepped through and was immediately aware of the soft candlelight and the familiar textures of my surroundings. My body felt both new and ancient, as if I had shed a skin and found another beneath. My mind was buzzing, yet peaceful. The whispering shadows had shown me their secrets, and I felt oddly at home in their presence. The rest of the evening passed in quiet reflection, with an occasional glance at the obsidian door that lingered faintly in my mind's eye. The infinite elevator and its strange floors were a journey unlike any other. Wild, weird, and humbling ride through the corridors of self, shadow, and starlight.